Yes, what's going on everybody in the works? And I've been having a lot of fun lately trying out different games, fooling around with different games. And one of the games that I've been playing a lot, not this game in particular, which if you're wondering is War Inc., which is a game that I've always wanted to play. Like I never got around to downloading it, and I finally was like, all right, let's man up here and download this and try it out, because from what I've heard, it's kind of dead, but there's not a ton of people on. But when you sneak up behind three people like that, it's pretty rewarding. So I do enjoy this game quite a bit. But one of the games I've been playing a lot of is Medal of Honor, and it kind of, I'm kind of curious what Medal of Honor Warfighter is going to be like. And I play this game and I'm like, man, this is what I expected Medal of Honor to feel like. Obviously the graphics are a little bit more cartoony than Medal of Honor obviously would be, but I thought it would be fast-paced like this. The one cool thing I like about War Inc. is the hybridness of the, it used to be like a third-person shooter, quote, and it kind of changed into the ability to either pick if you want to go third person or first person. Obviously, I'm always going to go first person. I think this game plays a ton better at first person. But the thing is the hip fire on this is really cool the way they have it set up. They have it set up so that you can either hip fire or you can aim down sight, and I love that because I like the hip fire. You guys know, if you watch my Battlefield 3 videos, I love to hip fire. I love the hip fire in Medal of Honor even. It kind of feels like Counter-Strike when you're hip firing. Like you really have to burst fire it, but the hip firing feels legit, and I like games that reward you for not sitting there and having to aim down sight. I know a lot of people look at games like, oh, if it doesn't have aim down sight, it sucks, but I don't know. I really like this game, and it's surprising. This game surprised me a ton, and I'm not a huge fan of free-to-plays. I'm going to admit that right away. There's only maybe 2-3 free-to-plays that I enjoy. I like Blacklight Retribution. I like Team Fortress, obviously, but I don't really see that as a true free-to-play since I actually bought it. It doesn't really make it free in my book, but that's because I bought it when it first came out. But I feel like the free-to-play model is really easy to mess up, and most games that I've played that are the free-to-play model, and I run right into that grenade. I was an idiot right there. Most games that kind of implement this free-to-play model don't do it well. Like Super Monday Night Combat, I thought was going to be a lot of fun, but upon playing it, I just wasn't a fan of it. I think I got like 2 or 3 hours in on that game, and I just didn't like it. I just didn't like how much you had to grind to get everything, and I just wasn't a huge fan of it. Whereas War Inc., I feel like right out of the gate, you get weapons that you can compete with, like this, the Tavor 21, aka the Tar 21, is a weapon that I consider one of the better ones I've tried, along with like the FN Scar. I think it's the FN Scar. I think that's what they have it on here. But I mean, it's fun. Like I enjoy running around and just killing people, and that's in essence what this game is. Now, I am playing Team Deathmatch. As a personal preference, I actually prefer the Conquest mode that they have in this, but I was playing with Sergeant Merrill a lot last night. We were trying this game out, and I was playing, we were just doing some Team Deathmatch just to get our feet wet, because he downloaded it as well, because I was like, hey man, this game is fun, you should download it. But something about this game, it feels like it's a blend of like that Call of Duty-esque shooter. It's kind of like Counter-Strike in the same respect. The fact that you can toggle between first-person shooter and third-person shooter, that's crazy. Somebody, I actually was watching Merrill's version of it, and somebody left in the comments, they're like, hey, eventually they want to implement the ability to go from third to first person while actually in game, like hold down a key and you'll go third person, etc. Like you could, toggle between third and first person while playing, as opposed to each time you spawn in. So that would be awesome. That would really be a really cool mechanic that I would appreciate. But as far as free-to-play goes, this is a top-notch shooter. Now, is it the best thing I've ever played? No. But is it fun? Yes. And I don't endorse games unless I think they're fun, and this game is fun. Like, I'd say this and Blacklight Retribution are the two free-to-plays that are truly entertaining to me. Even though I'm not a huge fan of the free-to-play model, I'd rather just give you my $60 instead of sitting there having to, spend a bunch of money on stuff trying to figure out what's good and the like. So, one of the cool things about this game is just how quickly you can toggle between weapons. I really enjoy that. I think it adds a new element to the game. And, Counter-Strike Go is a game that I've been trying to get into the beta for the past, well, probably the past year. And I had a beta code from last year's PAX Prime, but, it got lost in the in translation somewhere. I think I lost it in my hotel room, and some, I tend to do things like that. I do stupid stuff like leaving stuff behind. I also left my cell phone charger in there, so I don't know what's worse. I think a cell phone charger probably costs less than a Counter-Strike Go beta code right now. So Unfortunately, though, I haven't been able to pop that in and try it out. But you know, this game right here is fun. I mean, it's been out for since July 2011, so it's not a new game by any means, but it is a fun game. There aren't a ton of people that play it right now. I'm going to be the first to tell you that. I think there's only like maybe 500 online. And you see what I did right there? I just wasted an entire magazine right there. One of the cool mechanics about this game, which is really annoying, but I think is a really nice addition, is the fact that you have to wait to reload, basically, or you waste your magazine. So if you take a couple of shots at someone and then you reload, you lose that entire magazine, which is a cool mechanic. It really makes you think about when you reload. It really makes you consider how much ammo you have. And this is a class-based system. I notice most people all run Assault. I don't see anybody running anything but Assault, to be honest. Like, occasionally you'll see people running around with RPGs, which tend to be quite annoying, but for the most part, everybody runs Assault. I mean, if you look at all the times I get killed in this game, it's mostly Assault. So now this game in particular is on a map I like. I didn't pick the best game I ever got. I just picked the game that I was playing with Marilyn because that was the game I had the most fun in. I've dropped 30-40 kill games before, actually, and you know, I don't know what it is, but I'm actually kind of good at this game, and I was surprised that I didn't have to have much learning curve coming into it, because I've already got my strafe down just from playing so much Counter-Strike Source lately. But overall, fun game. I like bringing you guys something different, but you know, I'll probably post a couple more of these. I can't say that it's going to be a regular appearance, but it definitely was fun to mix things up. But I will see you guys later.